Hello everyone, Easter Day. Welcome back to my plot. It's an absolutely beautiful weekend. It's been in the mid-20s here in Nottingham. We've not had a drop of rain in about 2 weeks, so that's a bit of a worry as well. It doesn't help getting my water butts full. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine for a few hours. I've got a few jobs that I want to get done today. I was down here yesterday as well, got a few more bits and bobs done. It's just one of them times of year, the greenhouses and all the seedlings need a lot of attention at the minute, potting on, pricking out and all the rest of it. I've had a bit of a tidy up at the top end of the plot here, which is where I am. I've managed to get right down into this far corner, which initially I thought was going to be a good area for a composting bin, because at the moment I've got all my compost right down in this far corner, which is like the productive end of the plot, so it would be nice to have this end as a you know, business end of things, if you know what I mean. So that's this back end cleared anyway. There's some Harris panels, you know, them big mesh frame fences going free, so I might have a look at putting a couple of them down here, just as a nice backdrop and increase security a little bit. So that could be one job for today. The second plot in general, wow, that sunshine's immense. Woo! It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning as well. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I've trimmed all of this back. I've had another little bonfire as well, because this corner here that I've just cleared was full of twigs and sticks and twigs, and some twigs as well and some sticks. So yeah, they've all been burnt. I'm not a massive advocate for burning on the plot, but sometimes it just has to be done. And on this patch of ground here, it's not going to make too much difference. I'm trying to find myself a bit of shade here because my eyeballs are burning. You can't see me, but that's probably a good thing, and I feel better. Oh, let's have a quick look out over the plot. So, like I say, everything's really dry. Rhubarb in its second year from seed is not failing, but it's you know, it's coming along slowly. Those daffodils are still up, but I imagine they've only got a week or so in them. And yeah, everything's just sitting, waiting. The garlic could appreciate a bit of rain, I'm sure. I've been trying to water it, but I don't want to, you know, treat it too well. I want to try and encourage that to put its roots down and find its own moisture. Because as dry as the ground looks, you know, you have a little scratch around and there is moisture down there, you know. So I'd rather them go and find it themselves. Hey, by heck. Did I mention that it's really warm? Wow. Quick look in the greenhouse, because I've got a few new additions in here. I've brought down a load of the plants that I bought from the house. So I've got a tray of chilies here. There's all different types there. Some of those need topping. I've got me a few different types of tomatoes there. They're all looking nice and healthy. And then at the back, because I had the seeds, cake gooseberries, aubergines, and then more chilies. I think chilies are going to be a bit of a theme going on here. What's up with this sunflower? What's up with you, mate? You gone floppy? Oh well. Probably because it's a shady corner, just looking for a bit of sunshine. Oh guys, my day has just descended into one long pricking out and repotting session. This is getting ever so slightly repetitive, but also quite therapeutic. You can sort of sit there with your phone on or your radio on or something and just forget about everything. These are teasel, which are brilliant for pollinators. Biennial, so they flower in the second year. So I've put these in seed trays. I've had a bit of patchy germination, as you can see. I had a patch here and a patch there. But you know, certainly more than enough plants for me. So I'm just getting in there and repotting them on now. I'll probably go outside, but I'm not quite ready for that. It's very easy at the minute to think, hang on, summer's here, but I can promise you the weather will get colder again. Just had a quick look at the weather forecast, in fact, and here in Nottingham I've got, from Wednesday, I've got solid rain for a week, which I think that only puts a smile on the face of a gardener, doesn't it? It's certainly put a smile on my face anyway. I bought some of my chilies across from the house. These have all been grown from seed. There's a few different types here. Got the little patio sizzle ones there. These are Serrano chilies. There's a couple of cayennes there. I've got another tray somewhere. But yeah, they seem to be coming on quite nicely, don't they? Look at that. Beautiful little plant. Now the main trouble that I had with the chilies last year is that they kind of grew up in a straight line rather than bushing out at all. So to combat that, I'm going to take this lovely beautiful chili plant and seems a bit drastic, doesn't it? What have I done? Why have I done that? So that's now my chili plant. What that'll encourage that to do is throw out shoots from the bottom. Yes, I know it looks absolutely horrendous at the minute, but give it a couple of weeks and they'll soon look better. And yeah, there's the bit that I've cut off. One of the things to have put on tremendous growth at home on the old windowsills is these three at the back here. These are the old Cape gooseberries, physalis, and then there's also 3 aubergines in there at the front as well. I grew the syphilis last year. No, I grew these last year, and yeah, they were actually quite nice. Actually, there's quite a lot going on the plant for not much fruit. But as you can see, these are just looking healthy as heck. One little casualty though on the journey down in the car. This one lost its head, but it's not the end of the world. It's still got its roots, hasn't it? I am going to pot these on now though, get them into some decent sized pots. Oh my goodness, what a day it has been. It's been absolutely beautiful. It's been blazing hot all day. Apparently tomorrow, which will be Monday, is going to be even hotter. The sun has just about given up now, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I've been busy, but there's not a heck of a lot to report really. I've been pulling out stumps down here, getting rid of all the brambles so that my strimmer will actually work. When the old sticks are sticking up, it kind of interferes with my strimmer wire. So, you know, that bit's clear. Well, it's a lot clearer than it was anyway. I know I said that at the start, but you know. Third greenhouse, I've got all of these trays in now, so that'll be ready for my toms when my toms are ready to be put out. I've actually got them down here now, so there's nothing stopping me. I've just not got around to it yet. So I'm just going to have them in a semicircle like that, going around. Water butts so desperate for some rain, but as yet, nothing. Let me in. Here we go. Repotted me cosmos flowers. They're Godetias and the other ones, forgot what they're called. Even though I know the name, I can't pronounce it. Phacelia, we'll call them that. They are, what are they? That's the teasel, that's all repotted. A few other bits and bobs that are not yet repotted. For some reason, excuse me. For some reason I've got a fat hen in a pot. It's obviously not what I thought it would be. I've not got around to removing that. And then for some other reason that appears to be like an oak sapling in another pot. Don't ask. The leeks are coming along alright. Absolutely no show out of those 3 trays, so I'm going to give them another week, and if there's nothing coming out I'm going to get rid. What have we repotted here? That's a load of sweet peas that I've put in. This is some more sunflowers, the Pike's Peak, and some of the butternut squashes across the back. I've repotted me aubergines as well. They've gone into large pots. They'll probably stay in them for the rest of the growing season, and my onions at the back there still need potting on. The elephant garlic, thankfully, has actually started to sprout up now. I think I've assumed that it's like regular garlic and that it will come up at the same time, but that's not the case with this one. A couple of leeks at the back there, again not doing a heck of a lot. And these are the Cape gooseberries that have been potted on into slightly larger pots. At the front, what type of chilies are these? These are California Wonder, and then that's a hot scotch. I have taken the tops off. I'm a bit worried about that. I've seen it on other videos, and apparently that's the way to get yourself a nice bushy bush. So hopefully that'll work out. A couple more cosmos in a pot there that never made it into the other ones. and then a little selection of other things, some more pumpkins and some spinach and some other bits and bobs. African marigolds in there. This is the asparagus that I've grown from seed at home. You can see it's a bit of a floppy mess of ferns, but they all seem fairly healthy, so I'm going to leave them to it for now. Oh, I think I managed all of that in one breath. That's not bad. Oh dear, let's go into, what's this, greenhouse number, I'm going to name them in order that I've actually built them, so let's have number 1, number 3 and number 2, just to keep it fresh. Right, coming into this greenhouse, as you can see, it's an absolute hive of activity now. This weekend has really spiced things up. What are they, cabbages, they've been repotted now, they'll be going out in a couple of weeks hopefully. And some dahlias as well now. They've recovered from the transplanting and they're absolutely romping away. Still not managed to do anything with this lavender, although it is bushing up quite nicely, if you see. Little bush. The strawberries that I have sown have now actually started to bang into life a bit more. So, I don't know why they took so long. Ooh! Oh no, Mr. B. Don't get trapped in here. Right, mission rescue the bee. What can we rescue him with? We need something that's bee friendly. Right, let's be nice to him. Right, let's see if this will be enough to get him out, because I don't want to be hurting this bee. Right, Mr. B, come on, let's be having you. Right. Whoa, go on then. No, behave. Come on, behave. Come on. No, yes, yes. Oh no, 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 so close, go on. Oh, just be gone with you. No, be going that way. Oh, Mr. B, yes, yes, yes. Oh, he's free. Go on, buzz off. Right, anyway, after that absolute action, back to it. Chillies, a lot of these are looking a little bit weird at the minute because I have beheaded a lot of them, but hopefully they'll all come back. Bit of a selection there, got the little patio sizzles, apparently they come in a bush without too much trimming, but I have trimmed a couple of them just to see if it helps. Serrano hot at the back, and I think there's another one in there as well. There is a jalapeno. More chilies here, again looking a little bit beheaded. These are the sprouts, are they? Yep, they're the sprouts. Right then, and then moving across the rest of me brassicas, I forgot the word there for a second. So there's some kale and some cabbages and some other bits and bobs in there. I might put these borage out tonight because look at them, they're going yellow, they're not happy in those pots. And courgettes, cucumbers. That one there is an absolute giant beefy tomato, so hopefully we'll get something off of that. Apparently it's a record breaker. But you know, dedication's what you need if you want to be the best, so we'll see how that one goes. Flowers down here, schizianthus, something like that. Chinese lanterns, night scented stock, and hollyhocks all coming up. A couple of marigolds have shown at the back there. Mimulus, the Atlantic Giant, still no show from those. Salvia, Blaze of Fire and Delphiniums have started to come up, but not doing massively well. On the sunflower side of things, giant singles, 2 of those are up, and the rest of them do show signs of germination. Come on, there we go. The Titans, all 6 of those are up, which is lovely, and the Pike's Peak as well, we've got 4 out of 6 showing. Peas at the back, they've actually managed to completely expose themselves more or less, but they are shooting up, so hopefully things will be coming along there. No show on the pink fir potatoes though, but they haven't been in too long really. And then my little selection of tomatoes at the moment. I only said that I wanted to plant about 2 or 3, but obviously as you do, you go over the top, so I've got 2 trays there. That's a total of 30 plants. So no doubt I'll be giving a load of those away. Sweet corn, I have fired ahead and sown some sweet corn. This one is the Incredible F1. I didn't bother chitting, they've just gone straight into pots, and they've been kept moist, and as you can see they've started to poke the little noses up as well, which is absolutely lovely. So we shall be chomping on some sweet corn. The other type of sweet corn that I have put in is called Golden Bantam. and we're starting to see signs of germination in there, but there's no shoots coming up just yet. I've completely forgotten what's in that tray at the back there. Oh, that's no use for you guys. Let's have a look. Atlantic Giants, Pettipan Squash, Little Leos. Little Leos, that's sunflowers and the Atlantic Giants. So, yeah, not doing too bad. As you can see, I've been busy. I have been busy. I think I've got a bit of a tan as well in this weather. Let's have a quick look at the garlic. It's all standing up alright, it's all looking pretty garlicky, as I expect at this time of year. It has been a bit dry, but the moisture's still under the surface, so we don't have to worry too much about that. There's plenty there for the roots to get hold of. We're a long way off a drought. So yeah, they are as they are. Probably next week I'll give them a good feed as well, make sure that they stay happy. The Broadus Venus that we planted out a couple of weeks ago, still sitting there under this here. No sign of any weevil damage, so I don't know whether that's down to the netting or not. I'd like to think that it is. So if we go through the hole, you can see that all the leaves there are in perfect condition. You'd get like a little semicircular cut. What am I? A semicircular cut out of the leaves along the edge if you've got any sort of weevil damage on those. So obviously that's a good sign. Nothing yet out of, oh yeah there is. We've got some of the little turnips there showing there, and both types of radishes that are sowed as well. They've come up as well, which is to be expected because the radishes are absolutely rampant. You just try and stop them growing. The onions are not looking too happy, I'll be honest with you. They are all still very much alive, but I think that the weather's sort of given them a bit of a battering. They're certainly not looking as green or as nice as they were when they first came out here. As you can see, a lot of the outer leaves are starting to yellow off. But the inner ones are still looking good, so the thing's still actively growing and they're pushing out new shoots out of the middle. So hopefully they'll perk up with a good bit of watering. And we'll get a nice little harvest out of those. Other than that, with parsnips, I keep watering those because I am determined to get those to germinate, but as yet there is no sign of any life out of that one. Hey, how you doing? Right, the sun is right in my face. Right, I'm going to take you out of my face so that I can actually see and talk to you. The little fruit bed that I've got here, as you remember, a lot of the flowers have gone black in the centres. Let me see if I can get you a better look at that. Yeah, so you see the ones with the black centres are not going to come to anything, but the plant will keep throwing out more and more. So as you can see, those yellow centred ones have still got a good chance. Yes, I think I've thrown some compost out of my shed or something, so they're looking a bit mucky. And then the raspberries as well here, zoom the other way. As you can see, lots of little flower buds on those, so hopefully we'll get some little juicy fruits on those, as in raspberries, not chewing gum. And my oldest rhubarb plant as well, this one's 2 years old, is also starting to kick into action. So I've not actually harvested anything off this one yet, but hopefully the rhubarb that I've grown from seed, I suppose it's doing alright for its second year. I mean, I think again this is Victoria, so it's quite an old variety. As you can see, there's that seed head that we were talking about last week. That's really really come up. So there we go, there's a precision cut with a knife, and there's the flower head. I don't want it throwing too much energy into growing those. So yes, we still have life in the old daffodils yet, although they are starting to look a little bit ropey. And the other beds are just all empty. Apart from this one that's got my potatoes in it. There's not going to be any sign of those yet, they've only been in a couple of days. My flower bed is starting to show signs of more and more life now. Obviously the two lupins are here, they'll throw up the big flower spikes shortly. These are globe, no they're not, they are Jerusalem artichokes, which I thought I'd been through this bed and dug the most of them out. I'm not too keen, but as you have a bit of a look around you can see that they have been defiant and they have spread. I literally put the smallest amount of them here 2 years ago, probably like 4 or 5 tubers, and now they come out everywhere, even in the grass paths as well. You can see them coming out, so these things are absolutely relentless. Yeah, and that's about that in there. There is signs of some other things that have self-seeded in there, and I put a few of the teasel out as well that I didn't have room to pot up. Talking about self-seeding, here's the borage. Obviously the borage is a big one, loved by the birds and the bees. Well, by the bees anyway. Absolutely dripping in bees when that's in full flower. And then obviously my 2 globe artichokes, which are looking like, well, globe artichokes. Woo. Asparagus, could probably harvest that, to be fair. If we have a look at this stalk here, down here, look. Do you see? That looks like a supermarket asparagus stalk, doesn't it? If I can hold my camera still enough. Doesn't it look lovely? Nom 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 nom. And then the other one, which was, it looked like one of those about 2 days ago, and now it looks like that. So you've got to be ever so on the ball with harvesting these. I don't know whether I'm supposed to let one grow and then harvest the other ones that come up so that there's some energy there, or if I harvest all of them like that and then the plant will keep shooting them up. I ain't got a clue. So any advice on that one would be advice. I've got a little cherry tree down here that's in blossom, which is lovely. So hopefully we shall cherish the results of that one. Oh dear. I can't remember right. This is the Cox. So this one is in full blossom at the minute, and that's groovy. This is the Discovery, and I've not got any blossom on this one, but it does seem to be putting on a lot of good growth, so hopefully the blossom will follow. We did get apples off that one last year, so hopefully we'll get the same this year. And that just about brings this whole tour to a conclusion, which is a conclusion. So that's me done for another day anyway. I'm going to head home now. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been an honour to have you along for the ride, and I shall see you all soon. I'd give you a thumbs up, but there we go. So I got on my gardening gear. Adios. See you later. Bye. Look at this little visitor to my plot. Stayed down here quite late tonight. Just wanted to see what sort of wildlife visits, so I'm hiding in the shed. Now I discover why a lot of my plants are getting munched. Maybe those pigeons have been getting a bad name.